emphasis on the core. So at the time of this recording, we're the week after Christmas. Sometimes our digestive system tends to get a little bit sluggish. Excuse me here. Voices also get to fade in and out with lots of talking. But so we're going to be doing the twist and the core work to try to get things moving a little bit better for a bit. So that being said, we'll also bring in breath of fire today. So if you don't know what that is, I will explain it. But we'll do that when we get there. Blocks, if needed, can be very helpful. Strap we'll use at the end for stretching. Otherwise, we're going to sit nice and tall, ears, shoulders, and hips in alignment, zipping up from pubic bone to behind the navel. Take a slight tuck in the chin here, and close your eyes. And as you just kind of settle in here, notice for a moment, is there anywhere in the body that you could soften just a little bit more? So is that the face, the jaw, the shoulders, the hips? And then notice the breath. So as you inhale through the nose, can you find some expansion in the rib cage? You hold that for just a moment. And then slowly release. We'll do that again. Big inhale and expand the rib cage. Hold. And slowly release. Good. Now, before we do breath of fire, let's loosen up just a little bit. So let's take a big inhale and reach. Exhale, we'll just get a nice little side bend towards the left. So I'm really reaching from my fingertips to my armpit. I'm really reaching through the side body. Breathing, breathing, breathing. And then you choose from here. Do you stay where you are? Do you bend the elbow? Do you choose to open up towards the back? Or do you belly button in, round, and reach? And then from here, we'll open, moving through center. Let's take that right into the other side, reaching over, long from the fingertips to the armpit, reaching with that opposite hip. And then you choose staying here, maybe side bending deeper. You can open to the back. You can see curve roll here. Kind of find what feels good to your body in this moment. Good. Opening up, moving through center. We'll take a big inhale and reach. Good. Let's get a nice rotation. Just kind of hold here for a moment. I'm reaching up, but I'm not letting my shoulders lift. I want them to be down in their pocket. Good. And then from here, pressing the arms down, rolling shoulders back, looking a little bit more behind you. Breathe and expand. And relax the shoulders a little bit. And then we'll inhale and lift. Good. Nice and long spine as we go to the other side. Just holding right here for a moment. Breathing. And then when you're ready, taking the arms down, rolling shoulders back, looking a little bit more behind you. And lifting up and coming back to center. Let's take the arms out to the side. Let's just find some rotation. Good. Palms up, hands to the shoulders, moving forward and back. Try to keep the rib cage in so we don't want to, flop around like a fish. So use your core muscles to help you stabilize. Good. And then we'll roll here just a few rounds. And let's reverse direction. Good. And then going in the chicken wings, we'll just lower and lift. Good. And then just shake that out. So breath of fire. Breath of fire can be complicated for some people. People who tend to fail at breath of fire are people who end up hyperventilating because they're focusing too much on the inhale and not enough on the exhale. Your body will inhale on its own automatically. So the only part that you have to worry about is your exhale. So I will turn sideways here so you can better see. So this is a forceful breath out the nose and with the abdominals here. So I'm just going to place my hands on the abdominals. Good. So if I inhale, then it goes like this. So I'm forcing the air out through the nose. My belly button comes in when I force the air out. My body automatically inhales on its own. So it's not something that you have to think about. Okay. So we'll do a round of 10 here. Okay. So you can have your hands on your belly if you want or don't have to, but sitting up nice and tall for the breath work. Take a big inhale. And here we go, 10 times. Big inhale. Exhale. So we'll go again just for another round of practice. Inhale to prepare. And here we go. Big inhale and big exhale. Good. So I'm going to cue you to do that today in different positions. 10 is going to be the minimum I would like for you to try to do. I'll also give you options to go to 15 or 20 if you would like. If 10 is enough for you, you'll stay right there. Let's come to all fours. As we come to all fours, good. Cushion those knees and wrists as needed. Knees are under the hips. Fingers are slightly wide or back. Fingers are spread wide underneath the knuckles of pinky, pointer, and thumb. Knees can be slightly wider than the hips if you've got a cranky back this morning. But belly button is in. Throats are at the shoulders. So you're pressing the floor away from you. Inhale. I'm going to take the chest forward, tilt the pelvis back. There's your cow pose. Exhale. I'm going to round. Mad. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good. Let's go to opposite arm leg. I'm going to start by taking my right foot back, pressing into that big toe and pinky toe mound, letting that right hip drop slightly. I'm still kind of pressing in and forward a little bit into my hands, and my belly button is in. And then once you're ready, good. Maybe coming forward a small lift. Careful not to dip. So you want to be nice and lifted. Left arm's going to come forward. Press out of that right shoulder. Belly button is in. We're working the core here. And let's continue that. Let's take elbow to knee. We'll go 1. Inhale, lengthen. 2. Inhale, lengthen. We'll take that into a twist. So knee goes towards the left, elbow goes towards the right. And reach. And twist. And reach. And twist. And reach. And one more. And twist. And reach, reach, reach. We'll take that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Come back. Decompress the wrist. We're going to take that all to the other side. So planting the hands back down. Left foot's going to come back. Press evenly into big toe, pinky toe mound. Letting that left hip drop slightly. Pressing back. Belly button is in. Get that nice stretch on the back of the leg. Once you're ready, good, we'll come forward. Get a little lift or a hip height lift. Right arm comes forward. Press out of the left shoulder. Belly button is in. And here we go. Elbow to knee. We'll go 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Stay with that or twist. And reach. And twist. And reach. And twist. And reach. One more time. Twist. And reach. Reach, reach, reach. Good. Find your good form. And take that down. And decompress. While we're here, find a child's pose. Knees can be together as wide as the mat or somewhere in between. Arms can be long in front of you. Good. Maybe the chest comes to the floor, maybe it doesn't. Good. Go where you can go. Now, if your shoulders don't like arms forward, you can always take them back by the ankles and just let them relax here. If your arms are forward and you want something a little bit different from the shoulder, could you rotate the arms and hands a little bit more open? Notice how that feels around the shoulder blade. Notice how it feels in the shoulder. And when you're ready, good. We'll take that down. Hands under the shoulders, and we'll press back up. Good. Coming back to all fours. So from here, we're going to take a breath of fire. Okay, so it's going to feel different than when you're seated. So belly button is in. Good. Back is long, just like it would be if you were seated. Good. And we're going to do this 10 times. The big inhale to prepare. Remember, only focus on the exhale. And here we go. Big inhale. Then exhale. Coming to downward facing dog. So you can take your hands, half a hand's worth or full hand's worth forward. If you're taller, you can leave them right here. If you're shorter, I'm going to tuck the toes, shifting back. I'm pressing in and forward into my mat with my hands rooting through knuckles of pinky, pointer, and thumb as I lift my knees and lift my hips towards the ceiling. Checking in with good form, pressing evenly into big toe and pinky toe mounts. Knees can be bent or long. I'm still pressing in and forward. I'm turning my elbows, the eyes of the elbows more towards the ceiling. My shoulders are away from the ears. Ears are by my biceps. While you're here, shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Good. Let's lift the heels and lower the heels. Notice the tracking here a little bit. Do your ankles kind of wobble? Or do they stay in line with the toes? Good. Now walking the dog, bending one knee, lengthening the other leg. Belly button stays in. Try not to sway the hips. Good. And then we'll take some ease. Inhale, look forward, bending the knees. Walk or step your feet forward to meet your hands. If you can't touch the floor, you can come to your blocks. Remember, blocks come in 3 heights. You can customize them for your needs. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Nice long spine. Exhale, little bow. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes. Bend the knees if you need to, long back. So if you're rounding your back as you're coming up, you don't have a long back, hinge from the hip. Good. Exhale, hands to come down to heart center. Good. Now, create an intention for yourself here before we really get into our practice. What would you like to give or receive? Strength, health, those are all great things. And then once you're ready, let's get into it. Big inhale and we'll reach. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Full sun salute A. Inhale and we'll lift. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, we'll bow. Inhale, plant the hands, step back into the plank. Now hold your plank. Knees can be lifted or grounded. You choose. Protract. We're still breathing. And then from here, we're going to drop the knees if they were lifted. Make sure elbows are turning forward. Elbows come straight back. Shoulders don't collapse as we lower down. Good. From here, rolling shoulders back. Belly button is in. Inhale. Maybe it's a baby cobra. Shoulders are down. No crunching of the spine. Maybe it's a medium cobra. Same thing. No crunching of the spine. Or maybe you're high cobra. And we'll lower down. Let's take this into a cobra twisty flow. Good. So from here, as I come up, I'm going to press into the right hand, looking over right shoulder. How high you come up depends on you. And coming down. And we'll come up through center. Go to your limit. and lower. To the left and coming down. One more time through center. Good. Find yours. Those of you that have it and want to go there right now, lower a little bit, tuck the toes. Find your full up dog. Shoulders away from the ears. Belly button is zipped in. So this is hanging in the low back. This is being lifted. Be lifted. And then once you're ready, we'll lower that back down. Hands under the shoulders. Good. Stronger, more experienced yogis can tuck the toes, push up into plank, shift back down dog. Otherwise, you can move with me through tabletop, finding your downward facing dog. And taking a moment from down dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, roll bow. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes. Rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding breath, mountain, intention. Let's take that one more time. Let's add on to the end. Big inhale and reach. Exhale and roll bow. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and roll bow. Inhale, plant the hand. Step or hop back to plank. You choose. You can take or skip a flow here. Now from your downward facing dog, once you get there, take your feet back just a little bit. We're going to do a down dog plank flow. So belly button is in. Inhale, shift forward, knees can ground. Shoulders don't come past the wrists. Find your plank. And then we'll take that back, finding down dog. Knees can be bent or long as you move forward and back. And then from here, we'll take that again. Find the plank. And then take it back. Good. One more time. Find your plank. Knees lifted or grounded. And here we are. We're going to take a breath of fire here 10 times. Big inhale. And here we go. And take that back to down dog and a nice big exhale. And from your down dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and bow. So bend the knees, especially if you've got a back issue. Lengthen the spine here. Press into the feet and the legs as you come up with a long back. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding breath, mountain, intention. All right. So from here, let's add on to that. Big inhale and reach. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and bow. From here, step the right foot back. This is where you may want blocks. So blocks help me actually come into this one a little bit deeper because I'm a short person. So when I have blocks, I'm able then to take my knee directly over the ankle. I'm able to get just a little bit more length from the body. So when I press away, I've got that nice long line, okay? I'm pressing back hard through that back leg, pressing evenly into big toe and pinky toe mouth. Left hip will come back slightly. Good. Find your power. Find your strength. Remember, I am strong. I am strong. From here, when you're ready, right hand is on the block or to the floor. Open to the left. Opening up. Back knee can ground at any time. And taking that down. Good. From here, left hand on the block or to the floor. Open to the right. And coming down. From here, taking the blocks more forward, planting the hands, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. I only go halfway down, healthier for my rotator cuff. It's a lot of pressure on the rotator cuff to go all the way to the floor. From down dog, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and we'll fold, going right into the other side. Left leg's gonna come back now. Right up runner. Good. Find your length. Find your good form. Good. So lengthen the torso. Good. The knee is over the ankle. It can also be behind it. Front heel is grounded. Right hip is back slightly. Strong through the back leg. Belly button and breath is in. When you're ready, back knee can ground at any time. Left hand is on the blocker to the floor, open to the right. Reaching. And taking that down. Right hand to blocker to the floor, open to the left. And we'll come down. Good. From here, taking blocks more forward. Plant the hand. Front foot steps back. Take or skip a flow. From the downward facing dog, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, and we'll fold. So again, back issues, or those of you that are working on coming up with a long spine, bend the knees, find your length, press through the legs as you come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding your breath, your mountain, your intention. All right, coming into a chair pose here. This is going to be our most powerful flow. So I'm going to recommend feet about hip width apart on this one. Big inhale and reach. Exhale, sit back into the chair. Good. Now hips, knees, and toes are going to track. Breathe. Relax the shoulders. Good. So we're going to get a little bit of burn in the lower body here before we take this in the breath of fire. So feel it in the heels, feel it in the rear end. Nice long spine. Good. So breath of fire, you have the option here to take it to 10, 15, or 20. If you're following me, I will be doing 20, but you do what you need to do. So from here, big inhale to prepare. Remember, only focus on the exhale. And here we go. Breathing up, reaching, and exhale, and we'll fold. Woo. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, plant the hand, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. From downward facing dog, when you're ready, left leg's going to lift 3-point, bending that knee, opening up to the left, keeping left shoulder grounded. Now we're going to take a little bit of a cheetah flow here before we step into warrior one. So I'm going to take my hip and knee back even to the floor. We're going to take this 2 times through center and then 3 times through the diagonal. So from here, inhale, exhale, if you can. Knee to nose or just pull it into the belly. Good. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale, take it back. And here we go. Stay with those. Or left knee to right wrist. Woo. And taking it back. Left knee to right wrist. And taking it back. Left knee to right wrist. Take it back. Opening it back up. Good. And then from here, hip, knee, and foot are going to come around. Step or pick up and put that left foot forward between the hands. Good. Warrior prepping that back leg. So hip, knee, and toe are going to turn out a bit, 45-ish degrees. Heel to arch alignment if you can. Be stable through the back leg. Get into that front heel as we lift. Good. Front hip will come back. Back hip will come forward. Zipping up. Hip, knee, and toe track. Strong through the back edge of the back leg. Breathe. Now pressing through the back edge of the back leg. Lean forward a little bit here. So even though you're strong through the back, you'll have a little bit more weight here, but it shouldn't be all there. Belly button is in. And when you're ready, we'll come up. Good. From here, when you're ready, swivel up the back leg. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, we're going to find another twist. So from here, you can lean forward. You can take that prayer twist to the left. You can take the right hand down as you open to the left. Find yours. I'm going to step back just a little bit more here. Good. And reset myself. Good. There we go. Really open up that left shoulder if you can. Back knee can come down here if it needs to. Breathe and expand. And then hands will come down to the floor. Back knee will lift if you had it grounded. Front foot steps back. You choose. Take or skip a flow. I'm going to skip this one. And then once you're ready, we're going to take that all to the other side, all to the other side. So going to the cheetah flow, right leg's going to lift 3 points. Good, let's open up here for a moment just to kind of do a little prep. Yeah, and then we'll take that down. Good, so 2 times through center. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Here we go. The right knee, left wrist 1. Taking it back. 2. And taking it back. Knee to that wrist. 3. Take it back. And then if you can, round as you step or pick up and put the right foot forward between the hands. Warrior prepping. That left side. Good. Find the alignment that works for you. And once you're ready, good, we'll rise. Finding warrior 1. Front hip comes back. Back hip comes forward. Hip, knees, and toes track. Strong through the back edge of the back leg. Relax the shoulders. And once you're ready, good, maybe take that little hinge, pressing strongly through the back leg. You'll have a little bit more weight in the front, remember, but we're not dumping it all there. Nice long spine. Coming back up. Good. Swivel up the back foot. So now you're in an up crescent. Good. And then from here, choose your twist. Are you going to come forward and take a prayer twist? Are you going to take the hand down to the floor and take it up? Back knee can lower at any time. Find yours. Good. And opening up. Good. So we open up that shoulder. Breathing. Woo, it's getting harder. It's getting hot in here. And when you're ready, good. We'll take that down. Hands come down. Front foot steps back. You choose. Take or skip a flow. From downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bow, putting a bend in the knees. Really root into those feet and legs. Long back as we rise. Coming up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding the breath. Coming back to your intention. Coming back to mountain pose. If you've made it with me this long, say with yourself, I am strong, because you absolutely are. And then from here, we'll go into a little bit of a balance challenge here. So this one, good. I'm going to have both blocks here to start, I think. Nope, I won't need blocks. That's a different flow for another time. Okay, so from here, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into triangle. We'll go into a more traditional pyramid and then a revolved triangle from there. So starting with my left foot forward, I'm going to take my right foot back. So I kind of want to find where I would be if I was coming into a warrior 2 here. Okay, so heel to heel, heel to arch. And once I've got that stance, I'm going to lengthen my front leg. Good. Looking where I'm going, front hip's going to come back hip's going to come forward. So my hip shifted. Keeping a little softness in that front knee. Good. I'm going to lengthen, lengthen. I'm rooting into both feet, lengthen. Nice long torso. When I can come no more, take a thigh, take a shin. You can take a block at any height. Outside is easier than inside. And then we'll open up, finding that twist again. So stacking the shoulders here. Front hip still stays back. Now rooting into the feet. Those of you that want more challenge, could you reach forward? Yeah, core work, balance work, lower body work. When you're ready, good. Bottom hand can come back down, top hand can come back up. Look down at that front foot, put a bend in that front knee, and come back up. Good. Back leg's gonna come in about halfway. Good. So different things for different people. Traditionally, your back leg here is in a warrior prep when you go into this pyramid variation, but not everybody's hips like that. So if you need to do yours from a parallel railroad track perspective, just listen to what your hips and your joints are telling you and go from there. So I'm going to take mine into warrior from here. Otherwise, this is going to be very similar to triangle. Front hip's going to come back hip's going to come forward, zipping up, and I'm reaching, and I'm reaching, and I'm reaching. Now, you can take your hands down here to a block in front if that's what you need. Those of you that are stronger, you want more of a challenge, keep your arms up. Make the core work. Your core is not just the abs. It is all of your muscles from your armpits to your hips and both the front and back side of the body. They're all working hard here. Good. And then from here, hands will come down if you took them up. So for revolved triangle here, with the hand or the block, it's easier if you're on the inside of that foot and then opening up. It's harder if you're on the outside, it's a deeper twist. So be where you need to be. Lengthen first before you take that twist. Remember, we're twisting from length. Left hip will come back, right hip will come forward. Good, and we'll open up. Woo. And when you're ready, we'll come down. Good. Lift and lengthen, putting a bend in that front foot. Back foot's going to come up and just bend a little bit here. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Good. Coming all the way back up. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, hands in the heart center. And we'll take that all to the other side. So from here, yeah, it's going to be my right leg that's going to be forward now. A little bit more over here. So I'm stepping my left foot back. I'm finding where my warrior two stance would be. So heel to arch alignment. Good. And then once I've got that, I'm going to lengthen the front leg. Front hip, my right hip is going to come back. Left hip's going to come forward. I'm rooting into my feet like I'm trying to rip my mat apart. And I'm going to lengthen and lengthen and lengthen and lengthen. And when I can come no more, I thigh, a shin, a block the floor. I don't think I need a block on the side today. I'm just going to open up. Get a stacking of the shoulders. And again, those of you that are stronger, that want more of a challenge, reach both arms forward. Good. Tap into your strength. I am strong, I am capable. I am strong, I am capable. And we'll take that down. We'll open up, looking down at that front foot, putting a bend in that front knee, and we'll come up out of there. So going in more traditional pyramid, your back leg's going to come in about halfway. Good. Again, traditionally, you're in a warrior prep with the back. If that doesn't work good on this side, find parallel railroad tracks here. Okay. So finding it where you need to find it. Good. And then from here, front hip's going to come back hip's going to come forward, zipping up. Good. I'm rooting into my mat. Good. Some of you are going to stay right here. Some of you are going to take hands down somewhere. Find it where you need it. And I'll try that again. This is my harder side. Front hip stays back. That's hard to do, especially on your weaker side. And then from here, hands can come down. So if you're going into the revolved triangle here, remember, your left hand, your inside hand can go on a block or to the floor, and then you'll open up. And then a little bit of a deeper twist, you'll be on the outside. So before you go where you're going to go, get in good form. Right hip's going to come back hip's going to come forward. We're going to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good. Take your hand on the inside or outside, wherever it is that you're going, and we'll open. This twist is so much easier when your front hip is back and your back hip is forward. Watch those hips. Try to get out of the habit of shifting your hips when you go into a twist. Try to keep it in the torso. When you're ready, we'll come out of there, putting a bend in that front knee. Back foot's going to come up, bend the knees. Let's shake the head yes, and shake the head no. Pressing through the feet, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding breath, mountain, intention. All right, let's take this down to the floor. To the floor, you can come down there however you want to come. Good. And moving my blocks out of the way here. Good, and we're going to come to a seat. And you can choose whatever seated twist that's in your practice that you would like to do. So I'll go through a few here, just to give you some options. So if you want something very gentle right now, just do a basic crisscross applesauce with the leg, and you're just going to twist from side to side, just like we did in the very beginning of the class. Those of you that want something a little bit more than that, maybe you start with your left leg forward, right foot can come in, you can stay here, you would twist to the right, maybe the right foot crosses over, maybe that left leg comes in, so find your twist, okay? Zipping up nice and tall, good, whatever leg's on top if you're doing this one, we're gonna twist in that direction. So for me, it's gonna be my right, I'm twisting with length, I'm looking behind me. And then we'll come back into center. Good. So same thing to the other side. If you're doing something that's beyond the basic, it'll be your right leg that comes long. Left foot can be in. It can be right here. You can cross it over. You can bring the right leg in. Good. So find what you need to do. Find your length and then twist. Breathing. Good. Once you're ready, we'll come back to center, and we're going to come onto our back, on our backs. So from here, we're going to do a little core work while we're down here. So just kind of get everything situated while you're down here. Good. Go ahead and bring your knees into a tabletop position. So knees over hips, shins parallel to the floor. Now what we're going to do here, we're going to keep the upper body grounded. Belly button's going to be in, and it's almost like a march. Okay. So really reach. And the lower you take the legs, the harder you make it. But if you do that and your back starts to get involved, don't take them as low. You can even pull in. Good. Now, you can stay there if you would like, or you can take this into a bicycle. Really reach your legs as you take it in the bicycle. Good. If you took bicycle, let's reverse pedal. Good. Now, knees are back to tabletop. We're going to build on this. So this is going to be kind of a hip circle. So I'm just going to take this down, and I'm just kind of making a little circle here from my hips. Okay. Let's reverse. Belly button is in nice and tight. We're still breathing. Yeah, and we'll come back. Now, again, we don't want to take our legs and everything so low that the back gets involved. If that's happening, modify your range. If that was enough of a challenge, we'll do it that way again. Those of you that want more of a challenge, take your legs long here. And then when you're ready, you'll go, whoo. And let's reverse. Good. Coming back up, bending the knees, arms out to the side. Let's take those knees over to the right. Turn and look to the left. Breathe and expand. Coming back to center in the way you need to. Knees are going to go over to the left. Look to the right. And come back to center. Let's take the feet down. So we're going to do one basic bridge here just to kind of stretch out this area. So hips, knees, and toes are tracking, pressing into the feet, shoulders, and arms. Lift straight up, really lift. Feel that little stretch through there. And taking that down. Good. Grab your strap if you're going to use it. So we're just going to do a couple things here. We're not doing the full series. You've already had some good hamstring stretches in here. So I'm going to take my right foot in my strap. Good. I'm going to hold my strap where the grip needs to be. If you're okay in the back, you can lengthen that left leg long forward. That's also going to give you another stretch through here. And then that right leg is going to come out to the right. You can wiggle around to find your best spot. Both hips stay grounded. If your left leg is completely long, maybe take your right arm long behind you. Belly button stays in for this whole series. And we'll come back up. Good. Switching hands. Different things for different people. Some of you are just going to arc over and just keep this nice stretch here. Some of you want one more twist. Maybe you take it over, keeping the leg in line with the hip, looking in the opposite direction. We'll come back up. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So left foot's going to come in. Good. Find the grip that's appropriate. Right knee can be bent or long, you choose. And then taking that leg out to the side, to the left, finding your stretch where you need to find it. Maybe right arm comes behind you, reaching. And then coming back up. Good. You can arc over. You can take that twist, find what you need, looking in the opposite direction. And coming back up and removing that foot, knees into the chest. You can bring any props in here that you would like for your short shavasana today. I'm going to keep a bend in the knees, but you are totally free to let everything kind of come long and flop open. And a be where you can be comfortable and kind of not fidget around here. And then sink in and repeat to yourself, maybe, I am strong, I am capable, And then taking some deep breath. Choose stillness or gently take head and neck from side to side. Maybe wiggling fingers and toes. Choose stillness or bringing knees into the chest. Choosing to keep the upper body grounded or maybe lifting up into a full body hug. And then choosing stillness, removing any props out of the way if you use any. Taking legs long in front of you, arms long behind you, and reach and lengthen. Pointing and flexing through feet, bending and stretching through the hands, swirling wrists and ankles in one direction. And then in the other. And whenever you're ready, bending in both knees. And you choose rolling over to your right or left side, the side that works best for your body in this moment. Taking all the time that you need, pressing up where we started our practice in a nice seated position, Sukhasana. Noticing how you feel. Fingertips to the side, palms turning up. Inhale, reach, 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 touching palms together. As you reconnect with your intention and bring those hands down, stop the thumbs right in front of the forehead for good and true thoughts. To the lips for good and kind words. And to the heart for open and loving heart. Knowing no effort on this mat is ever wasted. No gain is ever reversed. May you be safe. May you stay well. May you have a wonderful day, evening, week, month, season ahead. Thank you so much. Namaste.